full of surprises in Boxing Day Premier League games. What a shock. I could not believe it. Chelsea losing to Fulham in Stamford Bridge. Manchester United lost to Wolves. Liverpool is still going to play. Arsenal is still going to play. But hey, Tottenham Hotspurs lost to Nottingham Forest as Anthony Elanga, continued an amazing performance. 3 games consecutively scored in 3 games. What a game and what a Boxing Day games we are having. And Premier League, that's one thing you cannot be sure. I am so furious with Chelsea, so furious with Manchester United and Tottenham. I don't even want to talk about that. But hey, let's go. If you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video. With me is Eddie. We are going to give you into details, match analysis, match reaction, tactical analysis of the games that played today. If you just join us, welcome to Ashili Sports. Eddie,
Actually,
how are you feeling today?
frankly speaking, I'm very, very sad. I'm very, very sad. Today happens to be a Boxing Day, in the Christmas season. All I was expecting was Manchester United probably to go into the game, just pick up the 3 points, But it didn't go as we expected. Yeah, we lost the game massively. So yeah. And
Yeah,
not only that game, there are a lot of games that also happened today. We saw a lot of shocks, a lot of surprises. Manchester City also drawing the game today. Chelsea
yeah.
losing, Tottenham Hotspur losing. A lot of surprises today. So
Manchester City drawing against Everton. I wasn't surprised because when you look at our prediction, we said it before. Everton, as the takeover happened, they have been informed. They have not lost a game like 3 games consecutively now. They haven't lost any of them. Draw, and draw. And now going to Etihad Sports Stadium, City, who is struggling currently, I was expecting Everton to pick a point out there, and it really happened. But when City had that goal, what were you believing? Do you think Pep Guardiola with his men could have had that 3 points? Or will you blame them for losing that 3 points in
Francis,
their own home?
when I saw the first goal from Bernardo Silva, I was thinking, sorry, Manchester City were going to probably win the game with a huge margin of goals, with huge performance. But Everton came back into the game late to equalize the goal, to pick up a point in Etihad Stadium. They did their best. As you said, Everton is now in form. They are trying to put the pieces together, trying to be back to their form again, probably to maintain in the league. So they did their best. Now Manchester City is giving out points. So I think all the clubs are trying to pick up the point for Manchester City. So if you try your best, play a good football, make some good corrections, definitely will pick a point from Manchester City. And that's what Everton did.
And that's what Everton did for sure. And Chelsea at home today, the bridge was breaking on Chelsea today. And Fulham was absolutely incredible in that game. And kudos to Fulham. For me, what kind of performance is that? Scoring 1 goal in the first half, try to manage that 1 goal till the end. And the game turned in the last minute of the game, equalizing in few minutes and extra minutes into the or 90th minute or maybe extra minutes. Fulham won the game. I'm so pissed at Chelsea because this was something that they could have actually go in to make it a master architect, make that 3 point available for themselves. And now Liverpool are going to widen the gap. And I think no team could actually go into a Liverpool this time round by Chelsea losing to Fulham in Stamford Bridge. What's your take on that game?
All right, now, before we thought Chelsea, they are playing good football, they will give a tough challenge to Liverpool and Arsenal. At which their loss today is going to haunt them. Now I can't 100% order confidently say Chelsea is going to win the title or going to win the league. Nah, it's not going to happen. It was a game that Chelsea was supposed to win the game with all ease. Chelsea got an early, I think the lead in the game as well. They were supposed to fight harder, get more goals, secure the 3 points, but they failed to do that in Stamford Bridge. And Liverpool, as you said, they have a game to play later today. They have a game at one outstanding game to also play. So they will keep on increasing the point. They will keep on increasing the point, but it will be very, very difficult for Chelsea to catch up. I don't see Chelsea winning the title. And today's loss was useless. There was no need for Chelsea to lose this game.
There was no excuse for Maresca and his men. And looking at the likes of Cole Palmer, looking at the likes of Nicholas Jackson, looking at the likes of what's the name, Jadon Sancho. To be frank, Cole Palmer just had a goal. I didn't see anything exceptional from the upfront guys. And defensively, Chelsea is very, very poor. If we don't work on the defense of Chelsea, I don't think this is the defense that we could use to make or to win games in the Premier League, because it's very, very poor performance. The moment Fulham equalized the goal, the defense started shaking. And I don't know what is really wrong with that. I thought last game it was because Cucurella wasn't present in that defensive side. That's why Chelsea equalized the game with Everton. But this time round, there's no excuse for Chelsea. Playing at home, had control of the game, allow your opponent to come into the game and win it is not a title contenders team for that matter. And now I understand why Maresca has been saying Chelsea is not up for the title, and they can never be up for the title unless we correct that defensive error. Talking about Chelsea, today it looks like the big clubs are just weighing down today. You could see Elanga, 3 consecutive games now, scoring 3 games, and today scored the first goal against Nottingham Forest, scoring the first goal for Nottingham Forest. Tottenham Hotspurs lost to Nottingham Forest. Did you see this coming? 1-0. So Elanga goal, a winner of win the game for Nottingham Forest.
I think one of the games that also surprised me today was Nottingham Forest against Tottenham Hotspur. Before the predictions today was like, or before the game, the prediction was like Tottenham Hotspur to win against Nottingham Forest. We saw like a big surprise. The Nottingham Forest, they are like I don't even have the right words to describe them, but their performance this season has been good. They are sitting now. I think by now they are on the 3rd position of the table with 34 points. They are playing good football. They are trying to pick up all the 3. I think most of the points that they can. Yeah, they are. Tottenham is. I think, as I said earlier on, they are not. If you're talking of the big clubs in England, you can't include Tottenham Hotspur. I think they will be in the category B because they are not consistent. They give you a good performance today. After us, it becomes something. Because last, I think their previous game, they considered like 6 goals to 3, which is not, which wasn't fair. And today, 1-0. So I think they have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of things to do.
They have a lot of work to do. Now, Nottingham Forest into the 3rd position of the Premier League table, which is very, very good for them, waiting for Arsenal game. If Arsenal also fail to win, then it means that they will stay in that position. But let's see how this could happen. Talking about Nottingham Forest against Tottenham, which was absolutely incredible game. Manchester United once again failed to win against Wolves. And this is the 3rd consecutive time United is losing in the Premier League. And last game was 3-0, and this time 2-0. And the game suddenly changed when Bruno Fernandes got that red card. What do you make up of that game as a United fan?
Actually, it's full of emotions. I am lost of words to describe the situation of Manchester United at the moment. We losing the League Cup against Tottenham Hotspur, losing against Bournemouth 3-0, and now today 2-0 against Wolves. It's so sad. It's so sad for Manchester United to still be going through this crisis or this phase to be going through this phase. Amorim came, you thought, things were good, winning against Manchester City, the Manchester City derby, I think Man United Manchester derby, thinking, things will be going through Manchester United, but frankly speaking, we are suffering. Actually, we are bleeding. This was what we expected. And the red card Bruno Fernandes considered was reckless. We already had a yellow card. So there shouldn't be some tackle. That was not necessary, That wasn't necessary. He shouldn't have committed that tackle. I think that tackle on Nelson Semenyo.
It wasn't necessary tackle. He shouldn't have gone for that tackle. Every tackle, every experienced player would not go for that. And as a captain for that matter, captain the people. You need to show good example for the team. But for him to do that, I was so surprised at him when he had a yellow card and he still go on to have that tackle. It was a clear red card for him, and it was a clear yellow card, 2 yellow cards in the game for me. And I think the referee actually did very well by giving him that red card. It wasn't good side for Manchester United. And upon all that, Wolves with their new coach today, that's the second win for him coming as a new manager for Wolves, and they were singing all over for him in the stadium. And that's one interesting thing about Premier League. They said, win 2 games for me and I will raise you to the sky and everyone will see you. And today, Wolves' new manager, everyone is seeing him, and kudos to them. But Manchester United didn't make me feel happy. And hey, let's see what is going to happen. Amorim needs to still work hard for this team because things are not actually working for Manchester United currently. And hey, they are on the league table, 14th position on the league table, which is not good for Manchester United. And for sure, how can Manchester United climb from the top? We are still looking forward to see what Amorim can do. And I still believe he can change the team, provided they give him that tools, that things that he need. And for sure, for me, I don't know, but something tells me that Amorim will change things for Manchester United. So other games that I played, Wolves versus Crystal Palace was 0-0. And also we saw Newcastle United scoring 3 goals to 0 against Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a red card in that game. And also we know West Ham United actually winning away from home against Southampton 1 goal to 0. And hey, Liverpool is yet to play against Leicester City, and probably by now they have already started. And hey, Eddie,
Actually,
what do you? For sure. I think this is the end for sure, and probably we'll be doing the next games probably tomorrow because Arsenal will be playing tomorrow, and also one team like that, 2 games playing tomorrow, and after tomorrow on Sunday that will get Premier League games to watch again. And guys, if you just join us and you are new, remember to hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and we are going to see you in the next video. And also don't forget to subscribe and share and also like, and probably your comments are highly welcome as well. Ciao.
right, and Merry Christmas to each and everyone watching. Yeah, watching. Yeah.